And Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson demanding an apology from Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid. The outraged Senator Johnson saying Senator Reid stood on the floor of the Senate and called thousands of Wisconsinites liars. Senator Johnson joins us. Liars. That's what you say?
That's what it is. He insulted thousands of Americans that are writing us emails and letters to every member of Congress. And Greta, let me just give you some of the phrases from these letters. You need to understand how cheated we feel. This is not right. I can't afford this. Please help. Sir, I'm begging for your help. I guess we are the collateral damage. Why are they destroying us in this process? We are scared. Now these are real phrases from real letters coming from real Americans that have been harmed and damaged by Obamacare. These are the people that Senator Harry Reid are basically calling a liar. It is outrageous. It's an insult, and he should apologize post-haste.
Why do you think he said that? Because, you know, look, I get the letters too. I get the emails too. And whether you're for Obamacare or not for it, there are certainly some people who have, who have come up very short on this, whether their premiums have spiked or they've lost their insurance or whatever. There are some people who do have horror stories. So why does he say that?
He's denying reality, and he's trying to get the rest of America to deny reality so they can just plow forward with Obamacare, which is eventually going to lead to a single-payer system. That's always been their dream. But what we need Democrat senators to start acting responsibly, start repairing the damage of this health care law. They've got to stop turning a deaf ear to these pleas of the American public. But that's what Harry Reid is doing. He's just turning a deaf ear, a blind eye. They refuse. They talk about fixing it. There's nobody proposing any true fixes to Obamacare now.
Well, I don't even think it's sort of turning a blind eye. I mean, he is affirmatively going out there and saying, essentially, as you use the word liars, that these are untrue, these horrors. I mean, so I don't know what parallel universe he lives in. I mean, certainly people in Nevada must write him.
Well, normally I would be shocked that those words would come out of the majority leader of the United States Senate's mouth. But with Harry Reid, I'm not shocked at all. I'm not surprised. And that's pretty sad commentary on how dysfunctional and the type of leader that he really has been. He's destroying the Senate, and certainly with his health care law, we're destroying our health care system. Do
you ever say anything to him? Like when he comes off the floor, say, what in the world are you thinking? Or what are you smoking? Or you say anything to him at all when he says that? I mean, because there are people who have horror stories, and he says they're untrue.
I don't have a whole lot of contact with Senator Harry Reid.
You never say anything to him?
Not a whole lot.
Does he know your name?
I think so.
What about other Democratic senators?
Oh, sure.
Are they coming up to you and saying, look, he's our leader, I didn't say, I mean, are they embarrassed?
Well, I think there are plenty of Democrat senators that are getting, pretty dissatisfied with the way the Senate has been run, if you even call it running the Senate. Their amendments aren't being considered. They don't really have a say in this process. Basically, the Senate is being run by one man. That's Senator Harry Reid. That's why we haven't done an appropriation bill. In 2 years, we haven't passed an appropriation bill. Prior to, I think we've gotten a couple votes on amendments, but prior to those, we Republicans had 4 roll call votes on amendments since July of 2013. This is in the world's greatest deliberative body. That's because of Senator Harry Reid.
For the life of me, Senator Harry Reid is a lawyer, and I've said this before we got on air. He took classes in evidence and knows about facts and lies and all that. For the life of me, I can't understand how you get to the most important pulpit on the floor of the United States Senate and say that. And he has, of course, have said other things too. That it strikes me as that it's just bizarre.
He became a career politician, more concerned about consolidating his own power.
Yeah, but politicians. I mean, I know there's a lot of talk about politicians, a lot of snarky stuff, but politicians don't take to the floor and just make stuff up like that.
Yeah, but again, he wants to hold on to his power. I mean, I have no idea why they want to take over 6 of our health care system. I have no idea why they want to continue to plow on, turn a deaf ear to these pleas of real Americans.
But that's almost a different issue than taking to the floor and flat out making up this story about people who are hurt. It's one thing to sort of maneuver politically, try to get something, that ideology passed. That's one thing. Here he goes to the floor and says people who are hurt, that it's all made up, that these horrors are untrue, that he denies it.
He wants to maintain his majority status in the Senate. He realizes that they're pretty vulnerable on Obamacare because of this.
And the Democrats will vote for him again like that.
Apparently they voted for him this last time, even though a number of them are very dissatisfied with the way he is leading them.
Senator, nice to see you from the great state of Wisconsin, of course. I always
Have a great night.